sold your house to teach you a lesson about respect, my stepmother sneered over the phone. The new owners move in next week. I smiled, remembering the secret meeting with my late father's lawyer. Good luck with that, I replied. She had no idea what was coming. Update 5. I thought about the changes in my father over the years of his marriage to Brenda, how he'd become more withdrawn, more cautious, less the bold and principled man I'd grown up admiring. So he stayed with her even though he knew she was toxic. He did. But about 18 months ago, he came to me with a plan. He suspected his health was declining, though he hadn't yet received the formal diagnosis. He wanted to ensure that Brenda would be provided for, as he had promised in their marriage vows, but he was determined that she would not be the one to inherit the Reynolds family home. Harrison opened his briefcase and removed a thick folder. Your father created an irrevocable trust, 3 years before he married Brenda. At that time, he transferred ownership of the house to the trust, with himself as the beneficiary during his lifetime, and you as the successor beneficiary upon his death. My mind was racing to keep up, but at the will reading yesterday, the will dealt with assets in your father's name at the time of his death. The house was not among those assets, though Brenda never realized this. Your father maintained the fiction that he owned the house, paying for all maintenance and taxes from his personal accounts. The trust arrangement was buried in legal documents that Brenda, despite her business acumen, never thought to investigate. He handed me the folder. These are copies of all the relevant documents. The house is yours, Madison. It has been, legally speaking, since the moment your father died. Brenda has been living there as an unwitting guest for the past week. I opened the folder with trembling hands. There it was in black and white, the Reynolds Family Trust, with me named as trustee and beneficiary. Additional documents showed the transfer of the house to the trust, dated 3 years before Dad and Brenda's wedding. But why the charade yesterday? Why let me believe even for a day that I'd lost everything? Harrison's expression turned grave. Your father knew Brenda would fight any direct bequest to you. He feared she might challenge the will, drag you through painful litigation, perhaps even damage the property out of spite if she knew she couldn't have it. He wanted her to reveal her true intentions, which she's done rather spectacularly, by immediately putting the house on the market. He reached into his briefcase again, and withdrew a sealed envelope. Your father left this for you as well. He asked that I give it to you only after explaining the trust arrangement. The envelope contained a letter written in my father's distinctive architect's handwriting, precise block letters that had labeled so many blueprints over the years. My dearest Madison, if you're reading this, I'm gone, and Harrison has explained the trust arrangement to you. I hope you can forgive the deception. I couldn't bear the thought of Brenda destroying our family home, or using it to manipulate you after I was gone. I realized too late the mistake I made in marrying her. By the time I understood who she truly was, I was trapped by circumstances I won't burden you with. But I would not allow my mistake to rob you of your birthright. The trust arrangement was created before Brenda came into my life, and I kept it hidden from her throughout our marriage. The Reynolds house is yours now, as it always should have been. I know I've disappointed you in many ways these past years. I let Brenda come between us when I should have fought harder to keep you close. Please know that not a day went by when I didn't think of you, miss you, and feel pride in the remarkable woman you've become. What you do with the house now is entirely your decision. Keep it, sell it, renovate it. The choice is yours, but I wanted you to be the one to decide its fate, not Brenda. There is one more thing. In the master bedroom, behind the reproduction of Monet's water lilies that Brenda insisted on hanging, ghastly thing, there is a small wall safe. The combination is your birthday. Inside you'll find your mother's jewelry, which I managed to hide before Brenda could modernize those too, along with some family papers I thought you might want to preserve. I love you, Madison, more than you could ever know. I hope that in protecting this piece of our family history for you, I've begun to make amends for the years we lost. All my love, Dad. Tears streamed down my face as I finished reading. Mr. Harrison discreetly passed me a handkerchief. What happens now? I asked when I could speak again. Now, Harrison said with a small satisfied smile, we wait for Brenda to attempt to sell property she doesn't own. I've already alerted the title company that will handle any closing. They're aware of the trust's existence, but have been instructed not to reveal anything until Brenda actually attempts to complete a sale. So she's listing a house she doesn't own? I asked, beginning to understand the elegance of my father's plan. Exactly. She can show it, accept offers, even sign a purchase agreement, but when it comes time to transfer title, she'll discover she has no legal right to do so. The house is yours, Madison. It has been all along. Now you can watch the 6th part by pressing share and more.